In this video, we are picking up another 8th Gen SI. This one is a black sedan for super cheap. So we are in the kitchen, and hopefully you can see right behind me, we have a whole bunch of trash and clutter, but we also have an 8th Gen SI coupe, a baby blue, in the garage. Speaking of baby blue, we got the chase bag and we are headed out right now, about an hour away to check out this black sedan. So we are headed out right now in the Odyssey, ripping the other Honda, and she cruises. The perfect dream daily. We got the Sparko to show you're a real enthusiast, but we're headed out now on the way, on the voyage to the Civic. Here we are, here's the baby Civ. Let's go.
What is this?
And you got the shades on. Swag daddy with the blue shorts too. I got a shift, I'll trade you. So we're test driving this thing, and it's actually okay. The paint is horrific, but it seems to be doing well. Like, it's accelerating well. The exhaust is pretty well stocked, and the windows work and whatnot. You can hear the intake a little bit. Decent car, runs and drives fine. We'll see what we can do as far as price based on how bad the paint is.
I just bought this car like a couple months ago, and my girl doesn't like it. You know, it's a manual. She can't ever drive, so I would look for a different car, automatic.
Yeah, you said automatic car, for sure. Do you think you could do 37?
Throw it up on there, I'm like, alright, I just let her go for
37? Okay. Thank you. I'm so stoked. We just got it back for $3,700 flat. $3,700. It was a big time Ed Bullion style negotiation. Very shrewd. Had to ask many times, but we got it locked for 37 flat. So we just made it to the dining spot in the Odyssey. You know we got to keep it classy. Okay, this is wild. I don't know what happened. I've literally just been driving and the check engine light went off. This is a sign that I love this car. Oh my gosh. We need to get gas. As you can see here, she's very low, but it drives so well, and I love this thing so much despite how it looks. Anyway, given the price that we paid, this thing is an absolute steal. I'm stoked beyond belief. I don't know what color to do. I'm gonna go grab some black paint just in case I elect to do that. But I could respray the whole thing because a lot of the body is pretty toast. So it's a candidate for a full respray, and it's a candidate also for my dream build. But I might decide to hold off on this one because I'm not really in the dream build mode right now. We got the 86 Link right in here. He was doing some sick hydraulic stuff. And boy, oh boy, we have a enemy right here. A dealer used Mustang GT. Hopefully we can spank him. Well, I just came to Menards to get some random paint specifically for the wheels. They have been out of this Rust-Oleum turbo spray for a while, unfortunately, and well, I just bought them out. So a lot of it is the truck bed. I got some of these, so I think we'll probably do it on a budget DIY with these turbo cans and a couple auxiliary high gloss right here with just the basic $4.19 a can Rust-Oleum. Try to touch it up. And then, because that will require such a minimum as far as time, effort, cost, overhead, etc., I'll do that. If it turns out well and I like it, I'll keep it. If it turns out poorly, then I can always sand it back down, respray it, with only being out maybe $50 to $100 for the attempt at making it nice again. So that's worth it. And then if I decide to wrap it or respray it down the road, I can always do that. But right now the paint's roached, and if we can even get a minor improvement, which I'm sure we can with just some basic sanding, a little bit of better prep work, and a little bit of better spray, more recent spray as well, should be good. Also, gold wheels. Man, this is quintessential Midwest. This is awesome. You got $600 worth of junk at Menards in the Civ, right by the Crafts Burby. Oh, and because I've never properly shown you the roachery that is this car, we got the camber, of course. You have to love it. And then secondly, here's the paint that we're working with the nice Menards lighting, and the truck that costs, the down payment on that thing is this. So anyway, here's this. We got our little friend hanging, literally. And the closer you get, the slower I drive. Anyway, we are heading out. I'll show you real quick, a nice little tour. We have more paint issues up front. The hood is trashed. This will be removed. Oh, look at how easy that comes off. I guess we can just do it in the Menards parking lot. Goodbye. Yeah, the carbon fiber is off. Also rolling up to the Shellio with the drift mobile, the drifting mobile. Sorry, my bad. We got that V-Power, baby, let's go! Let's see how much 50 bucks got us. Not quite 10 galleys. Oh, but we're full. Good old Civ. This car is too big. Working on her right now. And yeah, baby, let's go. Oh, baby, I love the SI. Man, do I love using. We have some curvy roads right behind me. Sorry about the hair. You can see it kind of back there. There's some very high water. Anyway, I just raged the SI, and I love this. I can't speak highly enough about these cars and how much of an infatuation I have with them. They're some of my favorite. And so I've had some cool stuff. If you're new to the channel, I've owned cars. Caliber's more expensive than this, and I just love these HSIs so much. Doing a little left-hand shifting. So, enjoying this outside.
What's going on? Good morning. We have the sun shining straight into my eyes, but nonetheless, I want to give you a tour of this thing before I start working on it. We got the Honda Boy hat already, so let's give you the full rundown of this car. So here's the baby Civ. I know that I couldn't film too much on the buy, and I gave you a quick little preview. You're not going to be able to see the issues of the paint quite as well since it rained, kind of acting as a clear coat of sorts, making the paint look a lot better than it does. But the paint is horrific on here. Where it's dry over here, you should be able to see it. The roof is a different shade of black. There's a lot of spots, just like right here, on the entirety of the car. Nonetheless, we'll start off at the front. So, spray painted headlights, these have got to go. They don't look good. They're not clear even. So we can sand these down, respray them with clear, get them polished up, functional, looking fresh. And then we'll get the rest of this carbon fiber off. I know I already took it off, as well as here, get the zip ties taken care of, reaffixed. These have got to go, very faded, zippied on as well. Not the best look. Some wheels with no center caps. I'm so pulled between going with gold and going with silver, like a bright, brilliant silver, more of an OEM plus build. I think that's the direction that I'm generally trending as I'm maturing maybe, but at the same time, if you knew me back in the day, and if you know one of my favorite colors, it's gold. So should we go with black and gold, make these wheels really pop? We're gonna have the basic black body, or go with the gold that I bought. I'm not sure. I'm torn. I'm thinking about even doing one side in silver, one side in gold, and then which one I end up liking more, I'll put back on the car. Anyway, we got to respray these wheels. That's going to be the first thing we do today, but I got to finish this tour off. So the body actually isn't that bad as far as dents and whatnot. It's just the paint that's, well, shot. So back here on the trunk, you won't be able to see it because it's wet and dirty, but the paint is suboptimal there. We got the sticker that needs to come off, and same thing over here. Decent tires, rims, no like dents on the body. It's really a clean body. Front splitter, easy peasy lemon squeezy. So let's move on to the inside. We have the Ricer quick release and the Ricer rear view as well, but decent interior. It's not ripped, it's not torn up. It has been smoked in without question. However, no burn holes, luckily. So we have to get a pretty putrid odor out. I think that's dirt, but there could be some ash down there as well. There's definitely some ash right down there. So it stinks in here. It's awful, but it's not torn up, and I have an ozone machine, so we can fix that. Back seat, pretty standard, typical, dirty, whatever. Get that taken care of. I'll show you the trunk just for laughs and gaggles, but it's just full of junk. We do have the factory airbag, factory steering wheel that's in pretty good condition. I definitely want to put this guy back on, the Civic, or back here on the trunk, and factory rear view if we want to throw that back on. Instead, I don't have visors, which is a bummer. And then I think that was it as far as stock parts. Maybe this guy for the intake. But speaking of the intake, let's head on over to the front, pop the hood on this beast with the good old K20. So cosmetically, it's done up quite a bit. We do have the cold air intake right here, probably more of a hot air intake since it doesn't duct down here. But despite all of the aero and stuff, it has the stock exhaust, and I don't think the engine has really been tampered with either. Looking at it, seems fairly dry. The clutch is good. I did forget to mention, speaking of mods though, we have the Mugen shifter, or Rep carbon shifter, I don't know. Nice clean shift boot, and it does have a short throw in here, which is awesome. Oh, and one more thing, you can see daylight out of the rear window because that one is not tinted. This one is, but I guess they forgot that one. So there was the full tour of this thing. I'm ready to get these wheels off for starters and see what we can do as far as giving this thing a physical makeover. And rain from last night, then I can start sanding. But even as it's drying up now, you can see fender is pretty roached and toast. And this side is, I think it's the other side that's worse, but there's definitely spots that just don't look the greatest. But it's not rusty, it's not rotted, it's not dented. So I think we have an awesome platform to start with. And I also have to clean up all of this. Oh, and one more thing I forgot to mention. This does have some sort of lowering situation on it. I believe just springs, but we do have some camber out here in the back. I'll show you from back here. You can see she's cambered out a little bit, and then this is pretty flat and flush. But hopefully the good old Jackie can fit under here. So that's it for this video, the buying process of the SI. There was way too much content as far as transformation. I didn't want to drag this thing out for an extra half an hour, so that is in the next video. Be sure to subscribe if you want to stay up to date with how this transformation comes along. And quick little hint, it turned out awesome. Now, if you're interested in learning how to find deals just like these, then hit the link down below. Check out automotivemoney.com. We'll teach you how to buy vehicles just like this, how to work on them,
and make a massive profit in the process. So if you like this video, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and with that in mind, I will see you on the next one. Peace.